So I've only paid $400 for this car right now. It's a $400 GS400, literally. It actually sounds pretty healthy.
Yesterday
I bought this 400 and the engine is toast, is knocking, and the coolant is just mixing with the oil.
Meanwhile,
What's going on, everybody? On today's video, GS400 mission. I know that we still have to get started on the IS, and I have not done anything to it besides drain the battery and remove the stickers, fucked up the paint, but got the garage sticker in there, a little broken because Miles never sent me the video of how to put those stickers on, so I fucked them up, but it's all good. So on today's mission, GS400, we're keeping it or we are selling it, either or. I really want it because of how clean it is. So stupid clean. I'm trying to move cars around. I gotta get this out of my way. I cannot get this out of my way, but it's not in my way. I need this out of my way. I need the Tahoe here too.
Phone unavailable.
Now the real question is, do I want to try to drive it and risk it locking on me? Or I should be safe. I should be safe.
They gon' call me Shy Shing, nigga. Yo, Toko Mishima when I'm in Japan with them. Now I'm in Toko Benin in the motherland with them. I'm in Jerusalem, sitting in the sand with them. The diamond dance, I think I'm in Iceland with them. I was on the job all day, these niggas went to lunch. Now let me take a good guess.
So what we are attempting to do today, I think that the car will drive on its own power. I think so. But I don't want to risk it. I've been wanting to get non-running cars for a very long time. And my biggest fear has always been, how am I gonna move them around? How do I move it from here in there so that I don't have to work here, right? That has always been my fear and my question about that GS400. Shout out to Eric for sending me the link to that. And since I got the winch, now this is the idea. And last time when I got the 400, I also discovered that I don't even need somebody to push me off the trailer, because the trailer is already angled that way. As long as I keep the car not all the way to the front, if I keep it all the way to the back, the car will slide as soon as I release the parking brake. So That's what I found out last time, so that's really good. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna pull up 400, and then we're gonna park and get the 400 off the trailer in there. Yep, it's gonna be the plan. If this works, then I'll be chilling. I will probably for sure sell this one. I want to keep it so bad. There's no reason for me to have so many cars. Like, I got two that run very well that I drive every day, and I got the Project One. I got another Project One that I use for parts, right? So there's no reason for me to have a fifth car. If today goes the way that it's planned, by the end of the day, I should have 4 GSs sitting right here next to each other, and all mine. We got the 400, we got my back 300, and then we got the parts 300, and we're about to bring a parts 400. So you know that I bought this 400 and the engine is toast, is knocking, and the coolant is just mixing with the oil. And I'm gonna tear it down and probably open it and find exactly what's wrong, but for the sake of having this back running quicker, I'm just gonna swap an engine to it. So my homie Eric sent me yesterday 400 at 1998 that is for sale. Apparently the transmission might be slipping. That's perfect. We don't need the transmission, all we need is the engine. So we're gonna bring that GS here, we're gonna put it in here, and we're gonna take the engine and the transmission out. We're gonna use the engine for that 400, and then we're gonna part out the rest of the other 400 because it's a little bit, I mean, it's okay, but it's rougher than this one. So we're keeping this one, we're parting out the other one, especially because this one, the outside color is nicer and it's black interior. The other one is a tan interior. So, and ugh, I hate tan interiors. Like, my Tahoe is tan interior, and to be honest, I hate it. Like, I want to change it, or I want to paint it, or I want to do something with it because I dislike this interior a lot.
Unavailable.
Thank you, truck. The only thing that makes this interior look decent is the wood trim. The wood trim that it even has some at the top. That wood trim makes the tan doesn't look too horrible whenever you're driving because you got some nice wood trim. But if it wasn't for that wood trim, it would look fucking horrendous. So, yes, if the days goes well, by the end of the day, we're gonna have 4 GSs sitting right here, which means that we're gonna have 5 Lexus sitting right here. We got the IS, and we're gonna have another 4 GSs. Start the Tahoe, let it warm up. I still have a fucking wasp nest that I need to get rid of up there. But today, first, we're gonna be doing a transmission service. We're gonna do a transmission service on Chrysler 300. We were supposed to do this service Monday. I went to my customer's house to do this. And once I was like halfway there on my way, he's like, oh, I don't have the Chrysler right now with me. I'm like, what you mean? I was also gonna go work on his wife's Honda, so I still went to get the Honda fix. I did a window motor, but I couldn't do the transmission flush on his Chrysler. So we're doing a full transmission service. This is the pan with the filter. We got the fluid. I got more than what we need, but just in case. And then this is a window switch for the Honda, because I replaced the motor and it didn't even need a motor. It was a switch. Okay, that's water. I thought that was coolant for a second. Okay, we got everything we need up in the Tahoe. We're gonna take another shot trying to get that wasp nest gone. But I think we're ready to dip. So we got phones, wallet, keys, marijuana, some water. Let's get it. Oh, I'm not gonna record it because I'm a little bit scared of the wasps. There's so many. Let's see if I can get that out. Alright, so I'm in the middle of dropping the pan of the 300, and it's quite a mess. I got the steering rack lowered, the transmission mount off, and I'm about to get the pan off. So out of 2 of them. Yeah, I'm actually, after this I have a customer, and then I'm gonna go look at another Lexus. Alright, so we finished the Chrysler. The GoPro died halfway. It's probably about to die again. And right now, I'm gonna go get my trailer. Alright, so this is what's going on. My hair looks like shit, but we're putting air into the tires of the trailer. Get it hooked up into the Tahoe. Got the Lexus here.
De rodillas, si no funciona pasé para la orilla, no está estorbando, voy con mi cuadrilla, somos los mismos papá, si preguntas no voy a contestar, varios putos ya puse en su lugar, si no tiene talento se puede lastimar, quieren fama, yo igual, quieren putas, es normal, ya no soportan tanta letra gorda.
Heard your man got sent to jail for moving dope that bought a mule. I'm in Philly, right?
It runs and drives. It drove onto the trailer. Well, barely, because the transmission is slipping a little bit. But it did drove off the trailer. It started first try. It cranked right up. It revved really nice. So yeah, that's gonna be our engine. Lexus, 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 Lexus. But why the fuck do I have a Hyundai here? Like, explain that to me. Why the fuck do I have an ugly ass Hyundai here? Why? Now the reason why I have that Hyundai here is because we're just waiting on the title for it to get sold. IS GS300, so IS300, GS300, GS400, GS300, GS400 as well. Chevy Tahoe. It's actually insane to think that the Tahoe has brought every single car that is here. It towed this Lexus here when I first moved in. It towed this Lexus all the way from San Antonio. It towed this other Lexus from Anna, Texas. The IS from Plano. And then this 400 all the way from Fort Worth. I drove a little bit over an hour to get it. On the way back it was an hour and 40 because of traffic. But this is insane. We have a lot of GS's. That one is gonna be parted out actually. So that one's gonna be full for parts because the car is a very ugly spec. Like, in my opinion, I kind of want to say this is the ugliest color that they came in. Like, this is just probably the ugliest spec. Like, what the hell? Like, this is a grandpa spec. Like, tanning tier with a gold exterior. I mean, when it was brand new, I bet it looked good, but this is ugly. So I don't want it, honestly. The other 400 only because it's black interior, and the black interior is really nice. Like, when I bought this GS400, actually the idea was to part it out. I never bought this GS with the intention of fixing it or keeping it or none of that. But the only reason why I am is because the interior is wholly clean. It just smells like somebody smoked the shit out of that car. But yeah, so I low-key want to keep that so bad, but I have no reason to keep it. I love this car so much, like even towing them, it's so easy. Like it's so easy to strap them, it's so easy to just winch on them. My goodness. I think it has a little exhaust leak. So apparently there's a million things wrong with this car. It has power steering issues, it's leaking oil everywhere, the transmission's going out, the AC is not working, this headlight is off, like it's not working. I'm trying to think what else. I think those are the main concerns. The main reason why this dude was trying to get rid of it is the transmission. He posted us that transmission may need a fluid change. And I'm like, if you're trying to sell a car cheap and you're trying to put that in the description, the car needs a transmission, right? So that's perfect because I got a transmission in a car right here that needs this engine. So the plan is this engine going in here and then the rest of this ready for sale. It actually sounds pretty healthy. So yeah, I think we got a really good deal. So I've only paid $400 for this car right now. So it's a $400 GS400, literally. I really bought it for $800, but right now I only pay for $100 because I don't have a title for it. I trust this guy that he's gonna get a title for me tomorrow. I mean, he still needs his other $400 because I only paid him half. But I'm not too worried about it, right? If I don't get a title, I'm not gonna drive the car. I'm not gonna register ever. It's just gonna get for parts because this GS is really nice. This GS, it's pretty clapped out, but the engine is good. Now, the best thing, there's even better, like this just gets even better and better and better. Like not only I bought this for $900, and then I bought this for $800. And I'm gonna swap the engine and I'm gonna make a really good one out of this. I have all the parts that I need in this one. So, and it gets even better because the mileage in this car, it's actually 240 in the dashboard. It says 240, but this engine is actually like a 120 to 140,000 miles because this dude had it replaced already. So that's pretty good, which means that we have a really good engine. It sounds really healthy. So really good. We have a lot of GSs right now. We got exactly 4 GSs. We got a 400 that runs and drives, a 300 that runs and drives, an IS300 that it's leaking transmission fluid, a 400 that's knocking, and then we have this 300 that, I mean, realistically, it would run and drive. I could still almost put it all together, but it just misfired because the injectors are bad and the cylinder head, I believe one of the valves is bad. So yeah, pretty wild take right here. Also, I just noticed that from towing it, I want to say that's power steering fluid, but I think it is power steering fluid. But that's not the right power steering fluid that it needs. It's supposed to need ATF. Alright, back to the trailer. Hopefully the GoPro